Heterocycles. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss the some of the heterocyclic compounds. Now what are those heterocyclic compounds which we are going to discuss today? Today we will start the discussion on the some of the heterocyclic compounds. In that we are going to cover some of the five-membered heterocycles. So what is the meaning of the word five-membered heterocycles? That means we know the definition of the compound heterocyclic compounds. What are those? These are cyclic in nature and either in that cyclic compounds, either one or more of the carbon atoms will be replaced by the presence of heteroatom. This we know. Now, in today's lecture, we are going to cover some of the five-membered heterocyclic compounds. That means they will contain five number of elements in their structure or five number of atoms in their structure, and out of that one of the carbon atom of that five member structure will be replaced by either oxygen or nitrogen or sulfur. When one of the carbon atom of five membered carbocyclic compound, if it is replaced by the nitrogen atom, then the name of the compound is pyrrole. You are getting me? When the carbocyclic compound, that is carbon containing cyclic compound, which is five membered, and out of that one of the atom, that is one of the carbon atom of that five membered compound, if it is replaced by nitrogen, then the name of the compound is pyrrole. So this is an trivial name. This we have discussed yesterday only. Then again same carbocyclic compound containing five membered ring, but one of the fifth carbon atom, if it is replaced by oxygen atom, then the trivial name of that compound is furan. And the last one is, if a five membered carbocyclic compound, one of the carbon atom is replaced by sulfur atom, then the name of the compound is thiophene. Now in a coming 2 to 3 lecture series, we are going to cover everything about furan, pyrrole and thiophene. Now what we are going to cover actually related to these compounds. Now we are going to cover their synthetic methods, we are going to cover their physico-chemical properties, we are going to cover their reactions when they are involved in some of the chemical environment and when they will react with another chemical reagents. So today we will start a discussion on furan. What are the objectives of our today's lecture? We are going to identify the types of five-membered heterocyclic compounds. Now we know, up till now we have discussed how many types of heterocyclic compounds we are going to cover in our syllabus point of view. Three are there: pyrrole, furan and thiophene. Individually they contain one of the replacement of carbon atom by either nitrogen or oxygen or sulfur atom. Now we should know from where they are obtained to know the sources of five-member heterocyclic compounds. So individually related to pyrrole, related to furan and related to thiophene, we are going to cover what is the name of the heterocyclic compound, what are their sources. So what will be the source to obtain these five-member heterocyclic compounds? Then we are going to study the synthesis methods of those five-member heterocyclic compounds. Synthesis methods of those five-member heterocyclic compounds. And to understand, already we have discussed, we have to understand the individual reactions of those heterocyclic compounds when they are reacting with another chemical reagent. So what we are going to study actually, we are going to study individual compound, their sources, their synthetic methods, and their chemical reactions. So we'll study our discussion on first our heterocyclic compound, that is. Now, these are coming under the category of heteromonocyclic compound. That means one of the carbon atom of that 5-membered heterocyclic ring is replaced by another heteroatom. So only one carbon atom we are going to replace. That's why they are coming under the category of heteromonocyclic compounds. So that means they contain 5-membered ring with one heteroatom. Now the main reason to study these heteroatoms are, why? What is the need behind to study those all compounds? Because they have their own importance in our life. Now what is the importance of our first heterocyclic compound, that is pyrrole, which is came from the work in the structure of heme, as the pyrrole has their existence in the structure of heme, that is hemoglobin, the blood respiratory pigment. We know what is the blood respiratory pigment. It is an hemoglobin, and the structure of hemoglobin contain the presence of ring pyrrole. So we have to study what is pyrrole actually, how they are structured. So they have their own synthetic, they have their own importance in our life. And chlorophyll. So the pyrrole, reason behind to study the pyrrole as a heterocyclic ring, as they have their presence in the chlorophyll and hemoglobin, the green photosynthetic pigment of the plant. What is chlorophyll? It is an synthetic pigment for the plants. Then what is the importance behind to study thiophene? Thiophene and their derivatives have their presence in the petrochemical compounds. See, last time in exam they have asked what are the sources and what is the importance behind to study these all organic compounds. So we know the importance behind to study the pyrrole is, what is their presence in our natural sources, presence in the hemoglobin, presence in the chlorophyll, then the presence of thiophene in the petrochemical compounds. Furan occurs widely in secondary plant pigments, plant metabolites, especially in the terpenoids. Now we know many of the Ayurvedic formulations contain so many alkaloids. You are going to study in the pharmacognosy that what is alkaloid, terpenoids. So these alkaloids, terpenoids have their own importance in the as a drug in our metabolic activities. So this furan is present in many of the terpenoids compounds, which is used as a drug, which is used as a metabolites in our life. Now we are going to study the in depth about unsubstituted compounds of pyrrole, furan, and thiophene. Whether as they are obtained from the what type of compounds, as they are obtained from many of the petroleum compounds. So these are the individual structures of those. These are the individual structures of those pyrrole, thiophene, and furan. So what we are going to
Yes,
study?
madam.
What we are going to study? We are going to study those individual compounds, unsubstituted individual compounds that are pyrrole, thiophene, and furan. So these three 5-membered heterocyclic compounds we are going to cover in our syllabus. So firstly, we will discuss about a detailed discussion on the furan. So what is furan? How from where it is obtained? What are their synthetic importance? We know what are we are going to study related to individual compounds. So what is furan? The history of the furan started with the first furan derivative. See, for the fill in the blank for MCQ type of question, they will ask this question. So what is the history of furan will be started with the first compound. It is obtained from a first derivative, that is furan 2 carboxylic acid, which is also known as 2 feroic acid. So it is obtained from a compound furan 2 carboxylic acid. Now in 1860, the structure of furan 2 carboxylic acid was correlated with the product obtained by the oxidation of, how it is obtained? It is obtained by the oxidation of furan 2 carboxyaldehyde or furfural with the silver oxide. So how it is furan 2 carboxylic acid is obtained? It is obtained by the oxidation of furan 2 carboxyaldehyde with the silver oxide. Now furan was given the name from the tetrahydrophenol in the weave of containing. How the name furan is derived? It is derived from the word tetrahydrophenol in a wave of containing 4 carbon atoms with a 1 oxygen atom and its resemblance to the phenol in the reaction. So how they have given the name furan? As they have their resemblance in the chemical nature with the phenol. That's why the name furan is derived. As they are obtained from furan 2 carboxylic acid, the obtaining source is furan 2 carboxylic acid and the name is derived. Why the furan name is derived? As they have their synthetic, they have their chemical resemblance with the phenol molecule. Now the commercial importance of furan is especially due to its role as a precursor. See again, fill in the blanks, MCQ question. What is the commercial role of furan? It is used and it has a role as a precursor in very widely used reactions as a solvent. It is used as a solvent for variety of chemical reaction in the form of which chemical form we are going to use as a solvent? Tetrahydrofuran. So if both the double bonds of furan, if it is saturated, see this is the structure of furan. If we are going to saturate both the unsaturated double bond, so the obtained compound is known as tetrahydrofuran and that tetrahydrofuran is used as a solvent in variety of chemical reaction. So furan is manufactured by the gas phase decarboxylation of furan 2 carboxyaldehyde. So it is obtained from the decarboxylation of furan 2 carboxyaldehyde, which is known as furfural, which in turn which is obtained by the reaction of acid in the vegetative waste. So directly we will see the reaction. So it is obtained from the vegetative waste. From vegetative waste we are going to obtain the furan 2 carboxyaldehyde and this furan 2 carboxyaldehyde undergo oxidation produces furan. So this is the structure of furan having one of the replacement of carbon atom in the place of oxygen. So in the case of IUPAC nomenclature system, we are going to nominate these numbers or we have to assign oxygen as a heteroatom lowest possible number and this is a Greek nomenclature system. The word delta can be used to indicate the position of the double bond. Now we know while we are drawing the structure of fatty acids, the word delta always it is used to assign the position of the double bond in the structure. Now the saturated or completely reduced form is known as completely reduced form of furan is known as, for in the IUPAC nomenclature system, it is known as 2,3,4,5 tetrahydrofuran. See, if one of the double bond is saturated, then it is 2,3-dihydrofuran because we have saturated the second and third carbon atom. See here, second and third carbon atom double bond is reduced. So what is the name of the compound? 2,3-dihydrofuran. If we are going to reduce, see this and this carbon atom, so the name of the compound is 2,5-dihydrofuran and there is change in the position of the double bond. The double bond is at third and fourth position. So what is the name of the compound? 2,5-dihydrofuran. See the delta shown here to assign the position of the double bond. Then the last compound which is completely saturated, 2,3,4,5 tetrahydrofuran, has its own importance in variety of chemical reaction as a solvent. Now, synthesis methods of the furan. So what we have discussed up till now, we have discussed what type of 5-membered heterocyclic compounds we are going to study, what are the objectives behind this study, what are their synthetic importance, and we have studied source of furan. Now we are studying in depth about the synthesis methods of furan. So this is an commercial method to obtain the furan from aldopentoses or ketopentoses. What is aldopentoses and ketopentoses? Pentoses, it is an 5-membered compound. So what are 5-membered compound containing aldehyde as a functional group, or ketopentose, that means ketone as a functional group. Now here we have started the reaction by using aldopentoses containing aldehyde as a functional group. So this is an actually a simple structure, but we have drawn in the form of cyclic nature because we have to uh, combine these carbon and oxygen atoms together in this manner. That's why we have drawn the structure in that way. So we will study in depth, or we will understand what is the mechanism of chemical reaction. So what is that? So here we have taken as a starting material, that is aldopentose compound. Acid catalyzed consecutive dehydration. See, acid catalyzed means in the presence of acid, if we are going to do the dehydration, removal of water molecule, of whom? Kudatsa? Of aldoses or ketoses. Which aldoses and ketoses we have taken here? We have taken aldopentose or ketopentose. Now this aldopentose or ketopentose, in the presence of acid, they are dehydrated. They are going to remove a water molecule and they are going to form a compound which is 1,2-imidazole. So this 1,2-imidazole, again with a structural rearrangement. See what type of structural rearrangement they have shown here. In the case of 241A, there is a presence of double bond between carbon and carbon atom, and here in the case of 241B, there is presence of double bond between carbon and oxygen atom. So these are isomers of each other. 241A and 240B are, these are isomers of each other. Both of them with a removal of water molecule, they are going to form alpha ketoaldehyde. Alpha ketoaldehyde means a functional group containing carbon atoms. Neighbor carbon atom will form a ketonic functional group. That's why aldopentoses or ketopentoses, on subsequent dehydration, they are going to form alpha ketoaldehyde. And this alpha ketoaldehyde, resulting alpha ketoaldehyde undergoes again acid catalyzed cyclization. So again there is presence of acid. This whole reaction is acid catalyzed. So this is undergo, as this is an carbonyl carbon atom, electron deficient species, and we know oxygen has its own lone pair of electrons. So this oxygen has its lone pair of electrons. This lone pair of electrons will attack on the electron deficient species, that is carbon atom. They will form a cyclic bond. See here, there is formation of the carbon oxygen bond with the removal of water molecule. They are going to form a compound which is an intermediate, and which upon oxidation with the silver oxide, they are going to form a substituted phenol derivative or substituted furan derivative. See what is the mechanism of the reaction? Synthesis of furan from aldopentoses or ketopentoses. This is a commercial method. This is widely used in the industrial scale as very simple reaction in the presence of acid. What is the mechanism of the reaction? In the presence of acid, aldopentose and ketopentase molecule will form or will undergo subsequent dehydration to form electron deficient carbonyl carbon atom, and this electron deficient carbonyl carbon atom will be attacked by electron rich oxygen atom, as oxygen is going to possess lone pair of electron on its head. So this lone pair of electron will attack on the electron deficient species, that is carbonyl carbon atom, and they are going to form a cyclic structure. This cyclic structure with subsequent dehydration in the presence of silver oxide distillation, they are going to form a furan. So this is a mechanism of reaction for the synthesis of furan from aldopentoses or ketopentoses. So this is first reaction or first method to synthesize furan from aldopentose and ketopentose molecule. Now, a second synthetic method to form a furan is from 1,4-diketones method. Now, the synthesis of furan from 1,4-diketone, it is also known as Palnar synthesis. See, they may ask, write a note on Palnar synthesis method of furan, or they may ask, write down the synthetic methods of furan from 1,4-diketone. So this method is known as synthesis of furan from 1,4-diketones. Now, why it is known as 1,4-diketone? If we are going to nominate this compound, so we have to assign the least possible number to this carbon atom. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is an, what is the name of this chemical compound? It is an 1,4-diketone. And this 1,4-diketone is used as a starting material for the synthesis of furan. Now, how they are synthesized? Again, this reaction is also acid catalyzed reaction. So acid catalyzed intramolecular dehydrative cyclization. Now we know the structure of 1,4-diketone. Now this 1,4-diketone undergo acid catalyzed intramolecule, between the molecule dehydration cyclization of 1,4-diketone provides or will gives furan. This is also known as Palnar synthesis, which is proceed with the intramolecular addition of, which proceeds with, so this is an intermolecular cyclization. See, both the oxygen atoms have their lone pair of electrons, we know. Now this electron, this oxygen atom is electron rich species, but this carbonyl carbon atoms are electron deficient species. Now this electron rich species oxygen atom will attack on the electron deficient carbonyl carbon atom. Now the moment they will attack on the electron deficient carbon atom, the valency of this carbon atom will be destabilized. So this double bond will be reduced and there is formation of a cyclic structure in between these 1,4-diketone molecule. So this formed cyclic unstable compound undergo again a subsequent dehydration to form a furan molecule. So what is the mechanism of the reaction? Proceed with the intramolecular addition of hydroxyl functional group of carbonyl atom to the other carbonyl group. So these, now here this oxygen atom will attack on this electron deficient species and this oxygen atom will attack on this electron deficient species. That's why they are going to form a cyclic compound, that is furan. Now this is a synthesis of furan from 1,4-diketone, which is known as Palnar synthesis. So this is a second method to synthesize furan. Now our third method for the synthesis of furan is cyclization of alkynes. So this alkyne molecule, well, it is undergo cyclization to form a furan molecule. Now the cyclization of alkynes is further divided into, depending upon which type of cyclization will proceed. Now the first cyclization of alkynes, alkyne means containing carbon-carbon triple bonds. So cyclization of compounds containing carbon-carbon triple bond in the presence of which reagents? Photochemical reagent. So the first method for the synthesis of furan from alkynes is via which route? Photochemical cyclization. Now this photochemical reaction of alkynic ketone in alcohol proceed via formation of 1:1 adduct. 1:1 adduct means intermediate product with the abstraction of alpha hydrogen atom from an alcohol by the excited carbonyl oxygen and produces furands involving dehydrative cyclization. So what is the reaction of this compound? When these alkyl molecules will react with an alcohol, they are going to form 1:1 adduct product. So this, what is the meaning of the word 1:1 adduct product? The molecularity of these intermediate compound, left side to the triple bond and right side of the triple bond, it is equilibrium. So this is known as 1:1 adduct. And this 1:1 adduct with the abstraction of alpha hydrogen atom. So this 1:1 adduct product will abstract a hydrogen atom from and this alcohol. So they are going to abstract one of the hydrogen atom from this alcohol. So they will abstract the hydrogen atom from this alcohol by the excited carbonyl oxygen, and they are going to form a cyclized structure of furan. Will undergo again removal of water molecule. So this hydroxyl functional group and this hydrogen will be removed as a water molecule, and there is formation of substituted furan. So up till now we have discussed three methods to synthesize furan. First from aldopentose or aldoketones, second is from 1,4-diketones, and third method is from alkyne molecules, that is cyclization of alkynes. Now the first cyclization is from photochemical cyclization. Photochemical means in the presence of light. See, H nu, that is in the presence of light. Simply in the presence of light, this chemical reaction is happening. So this is photochemical cyclization. Now, next cyclization is from alkynyl sulfonium salt. The synthesis of furan is from alkynyl sulfonium salts. The reaction of alkynium bromide or with the dimethyl sulfide in the presence of acetonitrile. So this alkynyl bromide with a dimethyl sulfide. Again, alkyne cyclization, that's why the name of the compound is alkynyl bromide with a cyclized with a dimethyl sulfide in the presence of acetonitrile. Results in the alkynyl sulfonium salt. So they were going to form a alkynium sulfonium salt, and this salt with a beta diketone provides furan. When they react with the beta diketones, they are going to form a beta diketone in the presence of simple methanol, sodium methoxide. They are going to form a furan. So this is the mechanism of the reaction. Cyclization of alkynes in the presence of dimethyl sulfide will react with the acetonitrile, or they will require the presence of acetonitrile. They will form a intermediate compound, that is alkynyl sulfonium salts. And this alkynyl sulfonium salts, which with the beta diketones provides, so they will react with a beta diketone. So this is a beta diketone. So they will react with the beta diketones to form a furan molecule. So this is an synthesis of furan from alkynyl sulfonium salt. So how many synthetic methods we have discussed up till now? 4 are there. Number 1, from aldopentose, aldoketones, ketopentose, sorry. Then the sixth method, that is 1,4-diketone cyclization. Third method, cyclization of alkynes in the photochemical. And fourth method, that is cyclization of alkynes from alkynyl sulfonium salt. Now, what is the structure of furan basically? So furan has a planar pentagonal structure. We know it is a 5-membered ring. So he is going to possess a planar, single planar pentagonal structure in which 4 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen atoms are hybridized in which hybridization state? sp2 hybridized state. Fill in the blanks, MCQs. Furan molecule is dot 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 hybridized state. It is in sp2 hybridized state. The sp2 hybridized orbitals overlap with each other and with a s orbital of hydrogen to form carbon 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 oxygen and carbon hydrogen bonds. So they are going to form carbon 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 oxygen and carbon hydrogen bonds. Two lone pair of electrons on the oxygen atom. See, these two lone pair of electrons, on the oxygen atom are in different orbitals. They are free, they are not involved in the structure of furan. So 4 pi electrons, one double bond belongs to 2 pi electrons. As furan is going to have 2 double bonds, so these 4 pi electrons of 4 carbon atoms and pi orbital of oxygen atom are parallel to each other. So they are parallel to each other and are perpendicular to the plane of the ring. So the lateral overlapping of the pi orbital produces a pi molecular orbital containing 6 pi electrons. So when we are going to consider this lone pair of electrons in a chemical reaction, that time we have to assume they are going to have 6 pi electrons. But basically, when they are out of the plane, when they are not involved in the chemical environment, so that time furan will contain 4 pi electrons. So this is the molecular orbital structure of furan. Now the bonding in the furan is similar to that in the pyrrole. What is pyrrole? Pyrrole is nothing but one of the carbon atom in the 5-membered cyclic compound will be substituted with a nitrogen atom. So the bonds and the resonance in the furan is similar to that of pyrrole, which is replaced by sp2 orbital in the oxygen. Furan is a planar conjugated heterocyclic system having how many number of pi electrons? Having 6 number of pi electrons, and they are going to have, this is an resonance structure. So these are the resonating hybrid structures of the furan. Will you please drop